Alright, yo, what's up, people? It is me, Aquas, and this is going to be STG Weekly episode 133 on Koutetsu Yousai Strahl. Or you can just call it Strahl. This was an arcade game only, released and developed by UPL. And on this episode, we have a 1 credit clear replay, which I believe is going to involve some scoring as well, and it's also on the hardest difficulty. So as per usual on these SCG Week episodes, we'll be talking about the game and learning a little bit about the game from our guest and co-host as well. So co-hosting the episode here is Extruder. What's up, Extruder?
Hi.
And guest for this episode and the player of the replay, I believe that's correct, is Scoop. Welcome, Scoop.
Hi, people.
To the show.
Welcome. Hi. Thanks for having me.
So, like, the first thing about this game that Extruder was mentioning right before we went on air is that, you know, it's really obscure. Not a lot of people know about this game. So, how did you learn about Strahl, Scoop, and what got you interested in, you know, playing it a bit more than you expected?
Yeah, the story is quite simple. We had this game in arcades in 1993, and that's the way I found about the game. I played it. I once see it in arcades.
Wow. You once see it in the arcade. So where are you from?
Yes.
What
I'm
arcade?
From Poland.
You're from Poland, an arcade in Poland.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm from Poland. I was very lucky because I lived 2 minutes away. You can imagine it. 2 minutes away from the best arcades in our country.
Wow. Okay, so how old were you at this time that you found Strahl?
I'm 41 now.
Okay.
I was about 16-year-old kid when I completed this game in arcades.
That's amazing.
So it was very good feeling to know this game from arcades and have experience from that place. And I want to say that me and my friend Peter liked this game very much, and for one city purpose we stole the strats from one other guy who played this game and wrote this game, and yeah, this way we could once see this game by watching a good player playing. So that's the way.
That's how it happens, right? That's like how it happened for me too. I remember when I first got into shmups, you know, those people playing Raiden Fighter's Jet in like a bowling arcade alley, and I don't know what the fuck was going on in the game, but, you know, eventually I saw someone, you know, actually scoring in the game, and, you know, that it changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, it accelerates the process of learning by very much.
So did you talk to this guy, or did you just watch him?
Yeah, me and my friend just watched him.
Okay.
He was a veteran shmup player from other arcades, faraway arcades, but that guy liked that game so much he traveled from faraway arcades to complete this game.
You saw him at other arcades.
Yeah, I know he was not from our arcades, basically.
Wow, so that dude was, whoever that guy was legit.
I even know initials of that guy. He was Def.
DEF?
That guy was DEF. Probably Def Leppard fan or something like that. His initials were Def, definitely.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you've been with Strahl since the beginning.
Yeah, and fun fact, my friend Peter, who played the game with me and tried to once see this, is called Strahl. Is called Strahl to this day. His nickname became Strahl at that days, and to this day, this guy is called Strahl. Peter Strahl. So
holy shit.
That's amazing.
He became Strahl. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't met him in years, but we always mention using his nickname Strahl to this day. Yeah.
That's funny.
Beat the game and become the one with the game. That's the new level of super play.
So I'm watching some of your gameplay already on the I'm just showing it as a preview here on the title screen, and just my first impression is like, wow, the presentation is really good. Looks really nice.
Yes, as far as I know, because I was reading the Koutetsu blog of Trap 15, it's probably the last game of UPL before they went down and go bankrupt. So it's probably the best of their game, in my opinion. Last and best game.
I'm trying to think of like other UPL games that are people might know. Like, what are some other UPL hits?
Yeah, I tried Battleship Gomorrah, but that game is terrible.
Really. Wasn't Omega Fighter a UPL game?
It's Horish map, and your ship is very big. There is unavoidable damage in this game, and it has many flaws.
Okay, yeah, you want to get to talking a little bit about the game, some of the basic mechanics and stuff, and I suppose we could probably just try to jump into your replay fairly quick here.
Yeah, let's talk about like what are the settings that you play this particular run with?
Settings? You mean difficulty?
Yeah, and just of this particular run, yeah, the dip switches.
Dip switches, I set it to as hard as possible. I set it to minimum lives, it means only 2 lives, and I set extents to none. And difficulty to hardest. So...
Yeah, pretty cool.
What's the reasoning for some of that stuff? Like, what's hardest going to be changing here?
The main difference is enemies are very vital. Like popcorn enemies are ridiculously vital. You know.
Meaning they can kill you really easily?
Yeah, I mean they have a lot of HP, a lot.
Oh, okay.
Even popcorn enemies have double health, and cannons, even on first stage, have like quadrupled health. So
seems fair.
So it changes into kind of memorizer, this difficulty. You could get away without routing the game on normal difficulty, but here you have to almost remember any enemy in the game. Clear.
So it actually makes it noticeably more difficult. Is really what you're saying here.
One more change, and one more big change. The popcorn, the very common popcorn enemy, like that red ships that are on almost every stage, they shoot on this difficulty. On normal, they just only fly and can damage you by contact. But here, if you let them, they will shoot at you.
Okay. So you got new enemies shooting at you as well. Alright, the red ones.
Yeah, so it's making very big difference.
Okay, so we're starting to see why you went for hardest then. You know, sometimes it's like the difficulty settings in some of these arcade games don't do much. But here, clearly we got clearly it's going to be harder here. The other thing we're actually seeing on screen right now is the game has not a shop, but a weapon select at the beginning of each stage. Would you want to talk a little bit about the weapon select?
Yeah. So there is a main shot, sub weapon, and bomb. And the best weapon of main weapons is, my opinion, H laser. It's very strong. Church shot would be good, but for hardest, it doesn't make any sense to use it because big ships don't die in one charge, so it's impossible to use that weapon.
I see.
Vulcan is from sub-weapons. Vulcan is like a basic weapon which is used for scoring because the worst weapons you get for stages are causing that fact that you can carry more bombs.
More bombs.
You can carry more bombs if you get worse weapons. So we use that fact in first 2 stages in this replay.
Huh. I guess they're really trying to balance it out.
So yeah, actually I only used bad weapon in stage 1 and starting from stage 2 I had to use H-laser right away because enemies have so many HP, it doesn't make any sense to use anything like that.
I see. Okay, so you'll probably mention when you change weapons once we get into the 3-play and that type of thing. Tell us why exactly and all that. And then you have your regular old bombs. So do the bombs cancel bullets, and are the bombs good for that?
Yeah, the bombs are very good for canceling bullets.
And then, do you pick up like items to refill your sub weapon, or what's that bar and what are those bars on the bottom left?
The bars at the bottom left are actually bombs, but I start using bombs starting from stage 3. In the first 2 stages, I don't use bombs.
Okay.
If we are gonna talk about scoring, I will explain why is that.
Okay, well, sounds like we're ready to get this replay started then. Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
So let's go to 0, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. It's going to be a 3, 2, 1, go countdown. On go.
Okay.
Is when we will start the video.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it then. 3, 2, 1, go.
The game is nice enough to show us the dip switches of the run again. No extents for this particular run, so it means only 1 death in this run.
Yeah, I accepted death in stages 3, 4, 5, or 6. I didn't accept death in first 2 stages. It meant reset for me.
Yeah, it's kind of nice that you can just spend all of this like kilograms on the bombs. Just take a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, could you tell us about your sub weapon? You can change its angle. How it's done?
It's by pressing shot button. It's by holding shot button and pressing secondary button. So you can rotate in 5 ways during this.
So this game has 3 buttons, I suppose.
Yeah. No, 2 buttons.
Oh.
You're holding button 1 and push button 2 to rotate.
And then you have your bomb button.
And please tell me guys at what time you are, because accidentally I
135.
135.
I can pause the video and we can resume if you need us to.
Yes, I'm at 143.
Okay. Well, yeah, we just defeated the mid boss.
Yeah, that sub boss is a pain in the ass. He's so resilient.
Here, why don't we get on the exact same page for the video? I'd like us to be close in sync here. So let's pause at 220, if you would, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Otherwise, we'll be talking about something that's like 3 seconds later, and it just gets confusing. All right.
Okay.
I'm at 220.
Yeah, 220.
Okay, I paused,
Yeah.
All right. Countdown again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Suddenly this is in the hunt episode.
Oh.
This overlay.
Oh, oops. Let me fix that.
So yeah, these balls have safe spot, and it's at the bottom of the screen. And he can't do anything to you if you are here.
Oops.
Yeah, and we knew that safe spot when we are playing in arcades. Yeah.
All right, we got the Strahl graphics on the stream now.
So it's that Steel Fortress Strahl from the poster.
This is the game's title boss. Well, it is a Steel Fortress looking like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Just immediately, just first stage, intrigue is gone. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, you defeat it, and yeah, you beat it. Now there are like 7 or 8 stages of like some random shit.
I have a suggestion. Maybe we could talk about scoring during last boss fight, because it lasts for 7 minutes. So
Good idea.
You have a plenty of time to talk about scoring.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you activate your bomb?
By pushing button 2 alone.
Oh, got it. Yeah, in these like switching just in the shops, yeah, we see that the ship can hold a limited mass, and it kind of increases with like between stages, I suppose.
Yeah, it increases by 200 every stage, but there is a trick. Getting as many weak bombs and not using them is very important to extend that limit. Because I will read you a formula. At the end of the stage, there is a bomb bonus, and you get 2k points for each bomb. So, for example, you get 56k of point bonus for 28 bombs you didn't use, and it means you will get extra 560 kilograms that are added to general capacity you can carry for next stage.
Alright, yeah, the hitbox has been mentioned, it's in the front part of your ship.
Yeah, it's I imagine it as a square, but the tail is not part of the hitbox. So the tail, when they shoot you in the tail, you're safe.
So when you use a bomb, it's not using like a full bar down there. It's only using some of those fragments.
Yeah, only one.
Oh, one fragment. Okay, so you actually have like a shitload of bombs then.
Yeah, but these are the weak bombs that that I'm not gonna use, because they will give me bomb bonus that I mentioned before.
Okay.
That bomb bonus will help me for survival, because, like I mentioned before, it will go towards my total weight or capacity that I can have because of doing that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, yeah, you only use like basic weapons and then load your ship full of bombs and then don't use them.
Yeah.
Amazing logic.
And those extra bombs are essentially becoming your currency, is how I'm getting this.
Yeah, if you don't use them, you're gonna get, for example, in stage 1, as I mentioned before, 56k,
Okay.
and it means 560 extra kilograms you can carry in next stage.
I see.
And this stays for the whole game. That extra kilograms, so it's very worthwhile doing.
Gotcha.
You have to rename the game. It's now Koutetsu Yousai Smuggler. Yeah. We are smuggling bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a pretty busy little boss section here.
It's a big ship, or one of many in this stage. This whole stage is about big ships. You have to find a road on this difficulty to deal with them. Yeah, second boss, this boss is quite easy, nothing special about him.
Yeah, it's kind of like R-Type, and like it really reminds me of IRM games as well, because yeah, you can set up your weapon and just generally use just all of your screen. The effects, just the background is, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also in the stage, backgrounds are very useful for setting up safe spots in some parts.
Alright, what does make this game unique from like the other games? Just what keeps you returning to it?
I don't know what exactly made me play this game, but I think I like it very, very much. So, and I like Hori's better. Yeah, I like Hori's moves better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sub weapon explosion looked pretty satisfying.
Yeah, it's the best sub-weapon in the game. I'm using it in all stages except the first. It causes an explosion and probably damages enemies by every frame.
Dang, it's even canceling bullets, I noticed as well.
And
Yeah,
here's a
it's
death.
Yeah.
Sonic.
It wasn't really obvious, just why did you die there?
Yeah, it's one of the game flaws. The bullets are not clearly visible in some places, so it sometimes causes deaths.
Oh, that chain reaction, like, yeah, you activated the bomb and just the whole just string of mines, yeah, it's, yeah, explodes one after another. It's pretty nice to see.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Also, yeah, the stage design, enemies coming from behind and all around, just pretty hectic.
Yeah,
Also notice that
these enemies, in this stage, these enemies, we call them irons, were introduced here. They are very chaotic. They go for contact damage with you. They are very, very nasty.
Oh, quite challenging game.
And yeah, and also these iron enemies die if they go into contact with the background, so you can trick them to do it.
The background, that's hilarious.
I mean, like the bottom of the screen.
Ah, you mean the terrain? Yeah, not
Terrain,
not,
yeah. Terrain, yeah.
Okay,
Man.
that's incredible.
That's
Just
fun.
briefer room, apparently. And the mines and
Yeah, that mines are exploding when you're close to them or you shoot them. So they
yeah, so you can
explode.
kind of choose where you want to explode them,
Yeah,
and sometimes,
yeah.
and you just ignore the last ones. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I do like that you get to use the bomb so much. Like it seems like it's really good for a new
On
player.
this,
type of thing.
Yeah, on this stage, I try to plant bombs and leave 1 or 2 bombs for panic purposes. Yeah.
Okay.
Something bad happens, I go to the bottom of the screen and use a bomb, and it's a very good way to evade enemies.
Why to the bottom?
Because that kind of bomb I'm using is exploding if touches the ground or enemy.
It's
Yeah, that's quite...
okay. So it's to get the bomb to explode immediately.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's not just gonna blow up right away.
And it has a lot of active frames. The bomb.
Yeah, they look good as hell.
It explodes for a long time and destroying bullets. Canceling bullets and enemies, killing enemies. Yeah, this is a boss. The same trick is used on the first boss. You stay at the bottom and he doesn't shoot.
Yeah, the game takes place during the Great Depression. It's amazing. Like, who would in their right mind make a game about this? Like a shmup.
The stage is really awesome. I like how the city has been getting destroyed as you've been going deeper into the stage, and also it became nighttime, and that's fucking awesome. Because nighttime
and the
stages
lights
are
up,
awesome.
It's also a really long and challenging stage, yeah. So that's why just the whole bomb stock has been used up.
That's fucking badass.
But even the life lost.
I practice this stage a lot because it's hard to memorize everything. I think everything looks the same in some places, so it's hard to memorize what is going to happen.
At least you know, judging by the background, what section you're on, right? At least in some regard.
Yeah, I try to.
I really like that.
Watch background.
This is awesome.
What are the collision boxes on this boss?
His legs kill you if you touch them, and that part with an eye is only has hurt box if the eye is open.
Oh.
If the eye is closed, box disappears. And I want to say something about the bosses in this game. They always behave the same way. There is no randomness at all in boss's behavior except final boss.
Yeah.
So you can memorize the patterns.
How hard is the game on default settings?
Probably some veteran schmapper could clear it in maybe 1-2 days.
Okay,
it's much. Yeah, on default it's much easier game.
Yeah, at the moment this is the only run on the hardest dip switches that I've seen. Just they're.
Game is not popular, so I had to wrote it myself. I couldn't find any help, so I had to deal with it myself.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's impressive. Oh, nice slowdown, and just doing that spin, it's rather satisfying looking.
That part is very hard to get consistently.
But it looks so good.
It requires top dodging and some luck.
Oh, and here go the pine cones.
Yeah, pine cones. These pine cones only shoot at left, the direction. You're safe. Right side of them.
Okay, just let the enemies come after. We don't need to fight all of them.
Yeah, I try to just do whatever is necessary for playing the game here.
You drop 2 bombs at once, like
just to be sure it's something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe even I should drop 3 bombs there, because it's very hard moment.
Imagine if in Raiden you could use like 3 bombs at once. That'd be so sick. That's pretty awesome. You can use multiple. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, those bombs are good.
Yeah, but they're harder to use because if they don't hit something, like you're not gonna get these invincibility frames.
That's the danger if there is no terrain at the bottom of the screen. It's hard to kill anyone using that bomb.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Got to make them land.
So that's why I used 2 of them there, and I just prayed it's gonna work.
Nice. Yeah, that explosive sub-weapon, it looks very effective.
Yeah, it's the only usable weapon. It's difficult to just...
Dude, yeah. Get wrecked.
So many enemies from behind.
It's the fun fact is the sub-weapon is much stronger than your regular laser weapon. It's much stronger.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
You'll notice in stage 5 how many shots used to destroy one of the laser cannons. By using the laser and by using sub-weapon. The difference is huge.
Oh, okay. So is the scrolling kinda dependent on your actions, or it just...
It auto-scrolls. It auto-scrolls.
Oh. Again, some Peter. Yeah, you already got a fair bit of score. So how does one gain the score? Well, besides that, bomb hoarding trick that we mentioned before.
I think we could speak about it during last boss, as I mentioned before, because we have a lot of time to talk about that. Okay?
Oh, sure.
Well,
so
it just looks like in general you're just, killing as much stuff as possible. So
yeah, you saw here, I had to bomb popcorn enemies. This is ridiculous. Because they shoot at this difficulty. On normal, they don't shoot. They don't do nothing.
Fun.
would you say your hitbox is big in comparison to some other games like R-Type or like Pro Gear?
I think hitbox is kinda usual for that kind of game. It's not big. It's quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. On this boss, I set my sub-weapon as you see and try to kill that front little cannons in pairs, so I will not have to move as much.
Yeah, they don't even shoot. Like, yeah, you destroy them fast enough. Kinda surprised that the center doesn't do anything for now.
And this boss is gonna time out because there is no way you can kill it in time.
Wow.
Even if you focus the front, like
Yeah. With a laser alone on this, kill it. He's not even blinking.
Oh, but hey, I mean, if you could move your sub-weapons just to the front, would you be able to destroy it?
Probably yes, but I need that sub-weapon to shoot the back cannons.
Yeah, fair enough. But also that time is not really that long. The timeout.
Yeah, time for this boss is very short.
Oh, you buy some big bombs.
Yeah. As in stages 3, 4, 5, and 6, I use big bombs. Yes, it's the only good bomb in my opinion. for this difficulty. Yeah, and in this stage there are that annoying sounding laser cannons. I think they are too loud. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
They are
it's pretty alarming.
louder.
Pretty alarming.
They're
I don't know
high
what-
pitched though. They're quite standing out against everything else. Also, yeah, they look quite dangerous. Moving around. Yeah, the stage is rather unorthodox in just the way it scrolls.
Yeah. I like this stage very much.
Oh yeah, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Super Mario Brothers 3 airplane stages. Because it scrolls the same, just like, yeah, that diagonally and just whatnot. Oh, and the boxes. Oh, they explode into this shrapnel.
Nice.
Yeah, some free score. Yeah, and that sub weapon just it's gonna be really helpful because you're going upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, good aiming. Oh, you don't even have to destroy that that laser cannon. It just despawns. So it's yeah, it's
That's
the bottom
right,
of the screen,
That's right.
and you don't need that.
And bomb here, or two. Yeah. Tanks have a lot of HP here too.
The
Holy
cannons.
Yeah,
macaroni.
look at that cannon. Look at that cannon. I couldn't destroy it with laser. I just couldn't.
Yeah, understandable. Who puts tanks into these niches? Like, what's the reason? The logic. Like, it stands there and like, hey, just get me out.
I'm dying of hunger. Let me out.
Yeah, Weiser
Yeah.
needs food badly.
This is supposed to. It was-
Whoa. That's a
This
lot of
area
shit.
looks really hectic. Wow.
Yeah. Even some of the bullets are not present here. There is like a limit for bullets. There is too many bullets generated. Some enemies don't generate bullets like that.
Oh, it's
box.
actually, yeah, not that big of a limit. Like, it's probably like 50 or something.
I don't know, but clearly some bullets are not showing up.
Yeah, the game is still pretty challenging. Like, it doesn't have to have many bullets because, yeah, the horizontal shmups are, yeah, pretty known for having the terrain be your enemy.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's only in rare cases when terrain actually helps you, like in Darius Gaiden, when you gain the wave shot, you are able to just shoot through terrain and, yeah, use it as cover and whoosh! The speed section. It's like
Yeah.
Zexek when you just warp out. Oh, so it was
yeah.
kind of like an entry to the boss, and yeah, nice sub-weapon skills.
What you have to know about this boss, bombs work very... are not working well here because screen accelerates and the explosion don't keep up.
Wow.
I would say.
Oh, logical. Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, that's some impressive dodging and like weapon aiming to destroy the homing missiles.
Yeah, this boss is not random at all, so you can kinda memorize what he's doing.
Yeah, and it spawns like more and more homing missiles. So the game is very deterministic apparently. So not that random, which might be a good thing for some.
Yes, it's randomness, but it's hard to control that randomness sometimes. The game will always surprise you in some way.
Yeah, the boss is really beefy. Like, don't you just? I wonder if the timeout was like really soon or something.
About 1 minute away, the timeout is probably something like that.
All right, yeah, bomb stock. Still, yeah, that mechanic is so silly.
Man. That stage clear fanfare was something else.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, I'm getting the worst weapon here because while you're using that shield sub-weapon, you can't shoot.
Oh, yeah. So it makes sense just to spend the rest of the
Yeah,
of the wave of bombs.
for bombs.
Cool.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So the shield sub up in here.
Yeah, and
It took me a lot of time to route this boss, find a way to beat him, because
yeah, it's 7 minutes. Literally.
So I have to tell you about this boss. This guy moves wherever you are, so you have to manipulate his movement around him. You have to move from safe spot to safe spot around him and kinda sync his movement with your movement. And yes, he has these homing red missiles, balls that can only be destroyed by this protection bits or by bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And the explosion of the sub-weapon that I was using in previous stages destroyed them too, but not on contact.
Oh, so
That
they
sub-weapon-
apparently chase you for a long time, so you have to destroy them.
Yeah, they will chase you forever, I think.
Yeah, very relentless boss.
Yeah, and this guy is doing some tricks like he delays releasing those red balls, so you have to react to that and go to next safe spot area. And one thing you have to know is that protection bits doesn't move right away. It has a delay.
Oh,
So you have to kinda multitask here. You have to eat that red balls, move your protection bits, rotate your protection bits, and listen to audio cues to go from safe spot to safe spot. So it was kinda mind-blowing at first for me because I'm not a guy who can handle multitasking well.
oh, it's quite interesting that the final boss battle it requires entirely a different set of skills than the whole game.
Yeah, I was practicing this boss and trying to find a way to beat him for probably 2 afternoons. I just couldn't find anything that works. I just couldn't find anything. And the strats from YouTube videos didn't work because he was dying a lot faster.
Because it was a
Yeah.
long play.
Oh yeah.
So basically I used one bomb in one cycle when I go around him. I use
because
bomb, at top of him. It gives me some breathing room.
Right. Seems like
Yeah,
it's pretty
very-
easy to mess it up.
Yeah.
You get nervous.
And the fun thing is, if you die here, you have to synchronize after that everything you achieved. So it's kind of hard to recover here.
Yeah, we didn't talk about dying.
Dying generally doesn't affect gameplay at all. So even if goalposts
but there is checkpoints though.
No.
Oh no.
Checkpoint.
Like,
So-
yeah, he died in stage 3 once, and it
Yeah,
was
at
bad.
the beginning of stage 3. So yeah.
So this is one miss, just like the previous week run. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one miss.
Okay, let's talk about scoring, since this looping is gonna last for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will give you an example from stage 1. So in initial stages, you have to take as many weak bombs as you can, and don't use them. You know that. And I will repeat the formula that I mentioned before. At the end of the stage, there is a bomb bonus. You get 2k points for each bomb. And for example, in first stage, you get 56k of points bonus for that 28 bombs you carried and you didn't use. And it means you'll get 560 kilograms added to the general capacity you can carry. So that's very important for scoring. And the second scoring trick in this game is keeping that red floating bombs during stages. You probably noticed them. Keeping them alive, and for every second you'll get hundreds of points if you keep them alive.
You said floating red bomb enemies?
Yeah, like during this replay there were floating red objects. I don't know how to call them.
Okay. You leave them alive and you get points.
You leave them alive. Yeah.
Weird.
As soon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there is also a milking technique on bosses, but it's not worth much points because you can milk homing missiles of boss 2 and 5, but they are worth only 10 points per homing missile, so it's tedious to score like that. And for counterstop you probably will not need that milking techniques.
Yeah, the counterstop is at 1 million. So
Yeah.
and this run actually gets quite close.
Whoa, look at that flashing. That's crazy.
It tries it has its last resort to kill you with epilepsy.
Also, this boss was like 1 minute away from timeout.
The end.
The best ending.
Nice
The
ending.
end. Great. It's like, missile command. And staff. Yeah, thank you, staff. It's finally over. We're free. Yeah,
That was a
this
tricky
run
last
also
boss.
scores. Yeah, this run also scores quite a lot. It's like 72% of like maximum possible.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Gotcha.
I would like to mention some flaws of that game has. if you
Sure.
let me. Yeah. The bullets I mentioned in some stages are really hard to notice. It's causing many troubles. And rotating sub-weapon could be better. I think it should use 2 buttons instead of one, holding one button and using the other. And one funny thing is, if you rotate too fast, the the game will not recognize the input, so you can't rotate it very, very, very fast.
Hmm.
Thanks, Trap.
Did you want to say
Yeah.
the thing about Trap? He fixed the sound for this game in MAME.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And apparently, it had broken sound. You commented for 20 years.
Yeah.
So that was like 20 years of
I-
you just angry that you couldn't play it. Not to your
Yeah.
liking, anyways. Because
Yeah,
because
but
the audio seemed pretty like nice to have. What was like? Did the music not even play before, or what? Did anything play as far as the audio before?
in first MAMEs, there was no audio at all, and
Ah,
at some point, people improved the sound. There were some sound effects, but the
Ah.
music was not accurate. It sounded awful.
I see.
But Trap fixed that.
Awesome. Show us a Trap.
Yeah.
He would have loved to be here. It's a shame that he's not. Shame on you, Trap.
Trap, we love you.
Shame on you.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like it's about wrapping it up here. Pretty sweet game. People should try it out for sure. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go and play Strahl. It's a great game.
Yeah, I like how the dip switches actually do matter here a lot and make the game just have a whole new just skill ceiling there, as we saw here.
Yeah, it's like a totally different game on these settings.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice
cool.
to be able to discover.
Yeah, you can test it. Just try using homing missile in first stage and little laser, and you probably just end up shooting everything and not moving at all. And you'll clear the first stage probably. Yeah, and here you have to do a lot of shit to complete the stage.
Wait,
Yeah.
you say first stage is you think is hard?
Yeah, on hardest difficulty, it wasted some of my attempts
Oh, okay.
because I'm using the worst shot this stage
Mm-hmm.
to accumulate bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And the last question from me: how much time it took you to master the game and beat it on hardest with only 2 lives?
It took me 12 days of safe state practice, very heavy safe state practice, and 2 days of attempts.
Oh, nice.
I
Not bad.
practiced every section of game separately, and then I practiced in bigger chunks. For example, like all stages alone, and then 5 plus 6 stage, and then I practiced in 2 chunks, first and second stage separately, and the rest of the game separately. So if I could get consistent in that, I started full attempts.
Nice. What you gotta do? You gotta build the run up, from the ground, and sounds like that's pretty effective there. It's the way to go. As far as practicing goes, sounds like it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing this game with the help of safe state practice. It's too brutal.
It would be pretty rough. Well, yeah, I mean, that does help quite a bit, especially when you have a lot of surprises, which it sounds like the hardest mode did have a number of surprises for you, with all the enemies coming from behind. I was even seeing it again here.
Yeah, like someone who clears the game on normal would be a bit shocked if he changes to hardest, for sure.
UPL did Airbuster too, right? Am I mistaken there? You know Airbuster?
Yeah, I know Airbuster, but I'm not sure UPL did that.
I was getting
I
some
don't think
serious
so.
Airbuster vibes watching this.
It's not. It's by NicoNico.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
Airbuster was very popular map in our city too,
Cool.
but I didn't play it.
Interesting.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Traps
yeah.
blog mentions what kind of work he did on dumping the ROM of MMK, so that everything is preserved, and we are able to enjoy this quite interesting game in its original soundtrack, sound effects.
Yeah, there was some good sound effects in there, like that really loud thud that I was hearing occasionally was pretty good.
The laser cannons.
Yeah,
It was like that
loud.
thud. And the laser guns, of course. You gotta have those. I mean, of course, Trap would want to hear those because he likes the gun nail beeping. Even
But
though he
we all
hatched
do.
that out. Which is the irony there. He just likes games with annoying sounds. Anyway. Yeah, so game's only available in the arcade, no ports anywhere, as far as I know.
Yes,
So
no ports.
So you guys just fire up that MAME, hit up the eBay listings for those PCBs.
Yeah.
And you'll be
Battle
on your way.
Royale.
You'll be on your way to some Strahl action.
Yeah, game is great. Go and play it.
Awesome, yeah, we got a good taste of this. Suppose we're ready to wrap it up then. If there's any other final thoughts, feel free to get those in. Otherwise, be wrapping up this one for 133.
Yeah, guys, I want to thank you for having me, for inviting me. It
Sure.
was a big pleasure.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was great to have you. Scoop.
And
Scoops.
also, I want to say good luck in beating Pro Mode in Ghost and Demons. I'm
Oh, boy.
watching your progress all the time for months now.
Thank you. Yeah, pro mode is the new thing. Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
It's so exciting. It's the most exciting thing on Twitch for me now.
Hey, thanks for mentioning that. I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up. All right. Well, that's gonna do it then. And also shout out to Exuder for co-hosting, of course. Good episode. All right, that'll do it for 133 Koutetsu Yousai Strahl. Check it out in MAME, and check this video too for some good tips. Of course, if you're at the end of the video, then you've already checked it. In which case, I give you kudos for watching STG Weekly. All right, later, everyone.
See ya, everyone. See ya.